Well, welcome to the channel, everybody. Springfield work is right around the corner, so this is what we are working on today. We've got a few more plows in store for you on this one too. You guys will check this out really quick. I'd say it's about time to replace those, huh? Got everything off. The shins are not in very good shape either. However, these are the style of shins that I can get. Neither one of them are correct. As you can see, the problem with this plow, there's a few problems with this plow. First problem, it's an 18-inch plow. So it's really hard to find parts for it. Shares to begin with. And then the second problem with it, this is a high clearance plow. It's considered a high clearance plow because of the frame, but then it's got the high clearance bottoms on it. So that's why you'll notice that they're quite a bit longer, the shins are. And you can't get those parts either. So I'm gonna have to have those made. But for right now, I'm gonna get the shares on, and we're gonna go get another plow to work on. You can see the land sides on these. They're not too bad, so I'm not gonna mess with those. Ended up getting a little company. My brother's chickens. Okay. So I've got these on each bottom there. Look at how wore down the shins were and everything. So I got to make measurements off of that, write them down, and bring that over to the machine shop. Have them make me 5 of those. So for now, I am done with this plow. We're gonna go get the next one. Chickens all over the place. For anybody that's new to the channel, it's our 7060 chassis with the 301 engine in it. You'll be seeing quite a bit of that this spring. Well, this is part of our plow adventure. D15 diesel. Hasn't been started since Dad bought it. I put a battery in it, hitting the glow plug thingy.
Bring the jump box.
Whoops.
Charger.
It'll start. Yeah. Shit. Jesus. Huh. All right, well, plows are back there, so we're gonna start digging. Get this out of the way. I think that's it. I didn't take a video of it start. It fired right up though. It's cute. Look at it doing farm stuff. That thing sure runs good. Over here, I can back this in. Here, look, guys. Just like that, I made a farm stock. Look at that. So here is the next plow that we are working on. Last night we already got everything adjusting. This one just took a little bit of penetrating oil and a wrench. This one took some heat and a big wrench. We got them both adjusted now. Got to polish these up, get the coulters to take grease, and it'll be good enough. 15 here, we're just kind of getting it ready to do some field work, oil change, and this cable, we're removing this extra battery box over here. Bob found out real quick. He sat down, pinched his hand in there.
Oh man, that hurt.
Yeah, and I can see myself doing that numerous times throughout the life of this tractor. So we're just going to take that battery box off. It's not needed. That battery turns this thing over plenty good enough. We got the front end moved, adjusted. You can see by the mark there, it was pigeon-toed pretty bad. Got it adjusted out. Usually you can use these lines to tell you where to line it up, but I don't know, these tie rods aren't exactly right or something. We just had to measure and get her figured out, but that's good to go now. Like I said, oil change. I need to go get an oil filter. Bob's cleaning the air filter. Antifreeze looks good. We tested good. Rear end and everything, oil doesn't look too bad. Debating on what to do there. If we drain it out, we really need to take it apart and clean it. Otherwise, we're just going to be getting new oil. So I don't know what we're going to be doing yet. Probably just running it for now. So I get these shined up, get it ready to go. I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll bring the next plow in here and we'll talk about that. So we're over here to the machine shop. Remember those shins that I said I was going to have made? Well, I brought them over here, and the owner of the place told me to have my brother come over here and fuck with it ourselves. So long story short, here we are. We got everything marked out, and my brother's getting the plasma ready to go. And we're going to cut these out and then punch them out and see how far we get here today. Man, they've got me over here messing with this plasma cutter. I told my cousin over there, I said, man, if that thing's missing one of these days, there's no reason to come looking in my shop. I promise. So this is the last one that we got cut out. We got the square holes punched in them already. We use this little fancy dancy machine right here for that. Now I'll bring you over to the roller. Huh. So here's this thing. From that to some things that resemble shin. I bet you a big hammer on the plow will make them look like shins when I'm done, won't they, Chris? You guys get the gist of it. So while we were over to the machine shop, Bob got this plow all finished up. You know, this thing is actually in really good shape, to tell you the truth. Not a lot of wear on it, like any real visible wear at all, like the normal spots. Shined up pretty good once it sees the dirt. He got them taking grease. Everything's fully adjustable. This tractor is ready to go. Got the rims adjusted. Got the wrong way? No. No, that's right. Yeah. Yep, he adjusted that. So, bring you in and show you the next plow. So you guys probably saw this on the last video. This is the 4-bottom. It's got numerous problems. Starting with a couple of issues here, which is actually easily solved. It's loose here. You can see, maybe you can't see, it's spread out right there. You can see the gap. This bottom back here is actually loose, and you can't get to them without getting the shin off, so I'll have to get the shin off and then get new plow bolts in that. The adjuster, you hear him laugh over there. Not exactly sure what's going on here, but it ain't right, so we're gonna figure that out. That's stuck like Chuck. So I'm gonna start torching on this thing. You can see that shin's pretty much gone. That shin is on its way out. The others have some life left in them, but I'll probably just put new on it. So, get to work. Alright, so these are the closest shins I can find to this, and they're pretty darn close. A little bit of modifications need to be made, and they will work, I believe. Perfect time to show you guys my new toy. That's not it. That's the old piece of junk. It had pissed me off for the last time the other day using it. Went and bought brand new Hobart. Gas set up. This thing is badass. Let's just put it that way. I just switched it over to positive for the solid core. The gas setup, it was set up for flux core, but masks were on sale, so I got a mask too. Look at that. I like working with Bob because Bob worked construction a lot. So he's used to having a cut guy and then a build guy. So he's used to just going and making a piece for the guy to weld it on there. It's pretty handy.
Well, here's the finished product. Pretty good, huh? Brand new. Can't even tell.
Minus the wore out bottom.
Minus the wear out bottom. Well, it's only, you know.
Don't look at that.
Yeah, we just minus that.
Don't look at that to go fall front.
Yeah. Tractor won't care.
And boom. Remember how messed up this plow was? I think it's usable now. It's complete anyway. That's got to count for something. This shin right here is one that we made. I'm pretty proud of that. Made them out of 1045 tool steel. Reason being, we wanted to be able to still punch them and actually work with them. So you see the welds here. I just basically kind of hard surfaced the small spots, thin spots. This was like paper down here, so I welded that up, welded the gap shut. I'm sure it'll collect a little bit of dirt, but it's going to be less than what it was, and I'm sure it'll work. This plow is going to see, you know, all the 10 acres a year with the plow days that we do. So it's not like it needed to be perfect, but it should last quite a while. Bring you around to this side. We need to get a wheel. I have the rim, but the tire's flat, so you'll get a tube put in it. He's got all the coulters on. all of the cover boards. I got a light here. Cover boards, we didn't have the right brackets for them, so we just kind of made brackets. Welded a stopper on there so that it can't push back. Down here, look at that, new land sides. Now, I could not get the correct size plow bolts, so I just cut the heads off of some regular bolts and put them in the, in the holes that we made for the plow bolts, flush, and welded them shut. Right there looks like my brother said, looks like a beaver ate it. I haven't trained my beaver good enough yet. But that was done with that plasma torch, and it's not exactly meant for doing 1/2 inch, I was told, so. But it did it. Good enough. There's that one up there. All in all, this plow should be ready to try to work the 301 a little bit. So it's getting the heck out of here. Moving on to the next one. Well, there's Grandpa's plow, hooked up to Grandpa's 190. Right at the end of the year, we broke this last year, so that's what's got to get fixed on this. I got to refix the old fix. Had to get half the shed out. Even had to wake old Glenn up over there from his slumber. Got the Massey out too. Kind of empty in here. Tom's in here trying to talk to a cat. That's where the plow was. So this is what we got at the machine shop. I made these a little bit longer so you had a little bit bigger landing. So hopefully that won't break as easy. But these are just 1045 steel, 1 1/8 inch. They're gonna fit through there. The pipe on the or the plates on the outside, and I'm gonna weld it together. It's just windy as can be out here. I'm sure you guys can hear that. So we're just gonna mock this up and clamp it together and back it into the shop here. First, we gotta get the shins on these, which we've got them all beat into submission, and couldn't get the right size plow bolts, so we had to go over and punch bigger squares in it today. But we're gonna get them on, and I'll show you the end result quick. Well, there that is. They're not perfect by any means. I hope they'll work. Full disclaimer here, plow parts are usually heat tempered. I don't know, we're tossing around the idea of building a small forge to heat temper them, but probably not going to get to that this year. But I bet they'll work. So, this plow's ready to go. We got to literally grease it up, getting it out of the way so that I can get that backed in, so I can get that welded up. You're on camera, Bob. Don't mess up. You messed up. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Oh goodness. Prove me wrong on camera. Alright. Good job. Your plow skills have gotten way better since we started doing this, Bob. Good job. Yeah, it's actually kind of impressive. Alright, so I've got the whole bar all 220'd up and turned up. The metal isn't exactly meant to be welded with this kind of welder. However, it pays to ask questions at the machine shop. So what we're doing is we're preheating this. We're looking for about 250 degrees. I've been wanting to get one of these things for other purposes, but this was a prime reason to go ahead and get one. What I like about it though, it kind of tells you once you get it dispersed into the whole piece of metal so that you're not going to lose your heat. So, I'm no professional, guys, but I'm learning. And so far nothing that I've done is broke yet, so moving on. And it's fixed. Before I come up close to my welds, there was a full disclaimer that I'm not a professional. But it's burned in there. I bet it doesn't come off. That's all I'm worried about. I wish I could have taken it off and welded it flat, but that's 2 beads. There's a bead in the center, a small one, and then which, you know, is kind of considered a preheat bead, and then a heavier bead. It's burned in, I tell you that much. Good to go. Send it. All right, last touch. It's been all greased up. This plow is now ready to go. The stopper worked. Wasn't that fancy. For the record though, when you have the guide wheel, you don't use the stopper anyway, so it works. So, the last thing that I need to do as far as plows to get ready for plow day. The 2 big ones are the plows that I use to plow everything, but to get ready for plow day yet, I need to get this shined up, get everything taken grease, tires on it. Same with the 3-bottom trip plow, and I don't think you guys need to see me doing all that. Just know that plow day comes along, you guys will see them out in the field in working order. There's the field that we'll be doing. Plow day is going to be shooting for Saturday, May 7th. You know, 9 o'clock start time, we'll call it, but just kind of start plowing as everybody gets here. So sorry about the wind noise out here, but I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up, it really helps out. Thank you to all the new subscribers, thank you to all the old subscribers. Appreciate everybody's support on the channel. I hope to catch everybody on the next one.